Hey everybody, welcome to October's Book Nook. So by the time y'all see this, it's 3 more days to my birthday and 4 more days till Halloween. So y'all, sometimes I don't like filming a lot of content during my birthday week unless it's the birthday vlog. So that is pretty much what we're gonna do. So let me just tell y'all, I read, I guess you could say 3 books and then one on the Kindle. So let's just start with the one I just finished. So this is what I read. Okay, and they were mostly on my TBR. There was one book I DNF'd. So let's do that. We'll do DNF after. So the book that I just finished reading just not too long ago was Happy Birthday to Me. It was about a guy, a teenager, Cameron. He was like 17 years old. And I don't want to tell the whole story because you got to read to the end, but he ages forward. He ages all the way up to 85. You want to see how how that even came to be. You got to read the book. I was really into it. It only took me like 3 days to read, and I give it 5 stars. I give it 5 stars. The book before that one was this one right here, Gilmore Girls, like Mother Like Daughter. Like Mother Like Daughter. No, I'm not going to do what I did in the Sea of Chucky movie review. I'm not going to do it again. But the way I was reading this, and I feel like since I watch Gilmore Girls a lot, this is a book that should just stay on the shelf and not read, because the way that the show was playing back in my mind when I was reading this, not a bad book, just wouldn't read it again. Then I have Mistress of All Evil. I've had this book for a few months now, and I finally read it. I only have one more of her books, then I have to buy some more. I have the Cinderella book. I don't know if y'all remember. That was back in the January book Nook. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it in the description or something if you want to see it. But the way I wasn't into that book, but this one was pretty good. But I wondered why Snow White was in this book. Aurora was in this book. Like, of course, Aurora was in here because this is her villain. But why was Snow White and her mother in this book? I guess that was she counted her as a mother, and the way that we learned so much. But I had seen some reviews online where people was like, "Oh, they're trying to make us sympathize with her." But the way this book was crazy. This book was crazy, and it was 307 pages or 309, and it took me a week to read. Then we had the first book I finished of the month, and I've had this one forever. Fairest of All, and the way I fell in love with Snow White's character, because there's so much more to her. Then, like, we get to figure out what happens with her after the prince. I'm not going to say too much if you want to read it. The one book I did DNF was The Violence. That book is too bulky. Let's say I'm waiting somewhere, right? I can't take that book with me. That book is big as hell. Okay? And we're going to do it a little differently this time. The books I would like to read 2 more in October. I would like to read this one right here and this one right here, but I think I'm about to start this one because this I only have like one more Disney book left. And to put in members TBR, if I don't get to finish these 2 in this month, these 2 and these 2 right here, and I'd also like to finish off that Happy Birthday to Me trilogy. Like, I'd like to read like, there was a part at the end of the book I was like, okay, I gotta read the next book and the other book. But yeah, that is about it. I can't believe these are almost over. If I do continue these, they will probably be in the vlogs, like a certain vlog. I'll just pick and be like, oh, I read these many books. It won't be as detailed. I'd be like, oh, I read these many books, this, that, and the third. But yeah, I can't believe we only got 2 more months of these. And the way I have something planned for next year, like, instead of doing the books I read, I want to do the movies I watched or the TV shows I watched, or add them both. And the idea I had would be like, oh, I recommend you watch this show, or oh, I hated this show, don't watch it ever again, you know? So anyways, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.